Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another football video. As we get near to the Super Bowl, we're going to continue our NFL tier list videos, and today we're going to be ranking the NFL Throwback Logos. And before we start, let me give you guys the tiers on which I'll be ranking these logos. At the top we got the best, and then we have I like it, then average, I don't like it, and then the worst at the bottom. Let's get started. And at the beginning we have the Arizona Cardinals. Their throwback logo isn't that much different from the current one. It's just the classic Cardinal logo. And I guess they decided if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it pretty much stayed the same. I like this one. And then you got the Falcons. It's a little bit different than the current one, but once again, it's pretty similar. And then this one is very different. We got the Baltimore Ravens. Theirs is quite different here. You got a B in the middle and some raven wings on the outside. And it's more of a crest than the actual bird. And actually, I really like this one. We'll put in I like it. And then we have the Bills. This one's actually really cool. It almost reminds me of like an image you would see on a coin. You got the classic buffalo in the background with a football player in front holding the ball. And I actually really like this one as well. We'll put this one in the best. I think I really like this one so far. And then you got the Carolina Panthers. This one you can tell is a little dated, but the Panther looks pretty similar to their current logo, and I'm not a huge fan of the Panthers logo, so I think we'll put in average. Then you got the Bears. This one's actually pretty interesting. For the current logo, they just have a C, which I did not like. I don't like the uncreative, just letters. But this one, at least you have an actual bear, and he's on top of a football. We'll put this one in I like it as well. Okay, and then we have the Bengals, and this one looks quite different. You have a scary-looking Bengal, but he's like human-shaped, and he's holding a football with a helmet like falling off him. This one's creative, but it kind of looks weird. We'll put it in average. Okay, then we come to the Browns, and this one's probably the most different from the current logos. This is Brownie the Elf, their old mascot, which I actually talked about in the last video. Not a huge fan of this guy, but at least it's better than just a regular orange, boring football helmet. We'll put this one in average. And then you have the Cowboys, I guess that is. That is an interesting logo there. Actually, it took me a second to guess who that was. You got a cowboy with the helmet riding a horse. I don't know, a lot of you guys roast me for liking the Cowboys logo, but at least it's iconic, whereas this one's just kind of weird looking, and honestly can't really tell what team it represents. We'll put it in average. Broncos here. You got a football player riding on top of a horse, and he's just reining him in with these ropes. It's kind of weird. There's a lot of these like someone riding an animal in these old logos. This one's interesting. We'll put it in average. And then you have the Detroit Lions. This looks like someone just took a pencil drawing from a kid and made it a logo. You got like two random stripes in the background and this really stupid line in the middle. I think we'll put this one in the worst. And then you have the Packers, which is a football and a guy throwing a football over the football. So football inside of a footballception there. And then you have Green Bay in the background on the map. That one's creative. It's not amazing. We'll put an average. Okay, now we have the Houston Texans old logo. You got an H and a T, and then the state of Texas with the star. This one's actually pretty good. I like the blue and red. But some of these are hard to tell if they're just like made up alternate logos that people just came up with, because this one does not look official. We'll put in I like it. Then you got the Colts, just horse logo here with a football helmet like strapped on or like falling off. That one's kind of interesting. We'll put an average. And then the Jaguars, actually like their old logo. It's pretty classic, but it looks pretty similar to their current one. We'll put in I like it. So this one right here is actually the Dallas Texans before they were Houston. Not sure what this team would be now. Obviously some of those teams have changed, but this one's all right. We'll put an average. You got a cowboy with a gun over the state of Texas. And then we got the Rams. Guessing when this used to be St. Louis Rams, now they're LA. And I liked their old logo and old state more than what they are now. But this one's pretty good. It's more of a realistic looking ram, but it's better than just the boring LA that they have now. And it's like, I'll show it up there, but I ranked that one already. We'll put this one in I like it. And then you got the Vikings, which I really like their new logo, but this guy looks so weird. His face is like stretched out. And he's just just looks funny. And we'll put in I don't like it. And then the Dolphins, not too different from the current one, but this one just has like a more funny look to it. You got the dolphin with the sun around it, and I like the helmet on the dolphin. We'll put in I like it. And then you got the Patriots. This one's pretty basic, but it's a American Revolutionary hero snapping the ball. very in tune with their name. We'll put it in average. And then you have the Saints. This is also one of their mascots here, which I ranked. Kind of a weird looking mascot. And then he's got the shield and the big sized helmet. It reminds me of like a, what is that? It reminds me of like a Scooby-Doo villain here. We'll put him in, I don't like it. He just kind of looks creepy. And then we got the Giants here. It took me a second to read that, but a lot of words, and then you have the city skyline of New York City and a big giant throwing a football over it, which that's pretty creative. They used a big guy to match their name, a big giant, instead of just boring letters. But I think their current one's pretty iconic, so we'll put the old one in average. And then the other New York team, the Jets, where they actually used a plane in their logo, which makes sense for the Jets, but it's kind of basic. We'll put an average, but I like that they actually used a jet. Alright, I actually had to go back and make a correction. The one that I thought was the Buccaneers was actually the Raiders' old logo. I don't know how I didn't realize it, but the yellow just threw me off because they use that same face on some of their newer logos, but I don't know, just yellow really threw me off, but it's alright. We'll put an average. I think the confusion kind of influenced my ranking. And then the Eagles actually have a really good old logo here. Sometimes they use this on their jerseys that they wear, and I really like this one, and I think it was just an iconic look for the Eagles. We'll put that in the best, so that's the next best one with the Bills. Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers here. On the Steelers' old logo, you have Steely McBeam kicking a field goal here on a steel beam. Very creative there. And I actually liked him as a mascot in the last video, so I think we'll put him in I like it. It's a funny looking logo. Okay, so this one actually confused me. I thought it might have been a knockoff logo, but this is actually the Chargers' old logo. Very interesting here. It doesn't look a lot like a football logo. And I'm guessing this was when they used to be San Diego Chargers. But this one's alright. We'll put an average. I like the blue and yellow and horse in the middle. Then this one took me a second as well. I had to look this one up, but I think this is Sourdough Sam for the 49ers. He's just shooting. He's got two guns, one shooting down, one shooting up. He's an interesting fella here. I don't know if many people would even be able to tell it's a 49ers logo, but I actually like it. We'll put it in I like it. It's definitely way different, but it's just interesting looking. Then you got the Seattle Seahawks. Their old Seahawk is looking a little depressed here. Something about his eye just makes him look sad, but I like it. Definitely has an old look to it. We'll put an I like it, and I like the colors. And then we have the Buccaneers. Now this is actually the Buccaneers here, and I really like their old one, and he's just got a cool look, just this handsome looking pirate with a sword in his mouth. Definitely interesting. Then we got the Oilers next, just a oil tower here. Not very creative, kind of a weird thing to name your team after, but it's alright, we'll put an average. And then the Redskins, you guys, if you've been watching, you know I do not like the rebrand as the Commanders, but the Redskins logo is definitely iconic and obviously up for a lot of controversy, but I really liked their old logo. But anyways, that's going to be a wrap on the video. Hope you guys enjoy all the NFL content lately. Just been banging them out as we get near to the Super Bowl. Very timely, and hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Peace.